Am I back? Okay, the session didn't drop, so I'm gonna assume I'm back. Oh, nope, it did drop. Crap. I'm just gonna keep talking. Do you plan on sharing with your amazing sister? Of course I do. And I think I'm back to a somewhat live state. Oh, it was the 9th game, Deception Island. Okay. And yes, Nancy Drew Blackmore Manor is a really good game. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get that Ethernet cord. Because this is... Hopefully that's the reason why this is happening. Can always have this port as a backup, or if I need it for like a different computer or something. It has fake lycanthropes as well as alchemy. It is top tier. I'm gonna ignore the first part of that message. It has fake leg and throw ups, real lycanthropes, as well as alchemy. It is top tier. I know it has a fake werewolf. I don't know what the first thing... I'm pretty sure you're using voice to chat. That's why that looks like a mess. But yeah, no, it is a good one. It's just... I just like the other one more. Although I can't remember if I have it on Steam or if I had the disc, but there was one of the Nancy Drew point and click games that was based on the book. I know they did Shadow Ranch, did one based on that, but the one I'm thinking of is when they did the Mystery of the Old Clock, which was, I believe, Nancy's first mystery in the book series. And I believe it was based on the reprint from the 50s, because, fun Nancy Drew fact, I believe either the first 52 or 54 Nancy Drew novels were actually rewritten and re-released. Some of them had just minor editing done to them, while others had major editing done to them. Because I believe in this Secret of the Hidden Stairs... I think it was that one. I can't remember which one it was, but I know one of the novels was like completely from the ground up different than the one that we normally think of today, whereas some just had minor changes. I think one of the minor changes from the first one was Nancy always mentions that her dad says to always carry a flashlight in her car. I believe in the original version, it's to carry a flashlight, and he also gave her a revolver. Because when the original print, it was the 30s, and I don't blame him for giving his daughter a revolver. Because Nancy gets into very, very dangerous situations. And if anyone should be strapped, I would think she should be. She does some pretty dangerous stuff if you read the books, and I absolutely love the books. My dream is to own every copy of the Nancy Drew books. Both the newer ones, the ones where she's a kid, the graphic novel that came out. I also want to do that with the Hardy Boys books too, even though Nancy's more my girl. But I definitely plan on doing that as well. Just my dream to own every copy of every Nancy Drew book that's been in print. It's a bit of a ridiculous dream because there are so many out there, but I would do it in a heartbeat. I'm such a Nancy Drew fan. I've always been a big fan of reading when I was a kid, and I always loved mysteries, so as long as they're interesting and I like the writing style, I will read it. Because there are some people, as you know, the Nancy Drew and Hardy Boy books were all done under pen names. They were just a bunch of ghostwriters under just that one name. So it just depends on the writer that you get for them. Because some people who write Nancy Drew books, they're very interesting to read. Others, I want to claw my eyes out because there's so much unnecessary detail. Or just I don't like the writing style of that particular author. But it's always a toss-up because they're all under the same pen name. But if you do get the chance, the graphic novel for both Nancy Drew graphic novel and the Hardy Boys graphic novel I love them. I love them to pieces. The Hardy Boys one focuses a lot on the like super secret government agency that they're a part of, which is pretty cool because they do a lot of out of the country adventures and things like that. But I just like the art styles for both of them. It's kind of was in that time period where it was kind of cool for Western comics to do more of an anime-esque look. So it's Western art style, but it also dips into kind of like a bit of an Asian art style of the time from the early 2000s. But I need to reread those because they were a lot of fun. Ooh, oh no, hold on, I have to... Sorry, I had two really big sneezes. And this is just a personal preference thing for me, but whenever someone sneezes, if they don't do, like, the sneeze into their, like, crook of their arm, like the vampire sneeze, it just makes my skin crawl. Like, I know for some people, like, if you wash your hands, it's fine, but if someone, like, coughs or sneezes into their hand, it just makes my skin crawl. And I'm about as far as you can be from, like, a germaphobe, but it just, like, children's television has taught us for years, do the vampire sneeze. Don't sneeze in someone's face, or don't have your face covered. Thankfully, I follow my own rules, so no one has to worry about it getting on my hands. I've been going for about an hour and a half so far, and I've actually made quite a bit of progress. I'm about 2/3 done with the beaded portion, which is pretty cool. So I guess talking to the ether is helping me be productive. Do, 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 do. I think my sis became busy with something, so she's no longer feeding questions into the chat. So I apologize for the random silence. Maybe I should do news in the world of me. Quite recently I actually got 2 VO offers, which was pretty cool. One I'm pretty sure is unpaid, but I don't really mind because it looks to be for a cool game for Game Jam. And the other one is for an indie game. I don't know if it's for a Game Jam or not, but I did actually get paid. So, I made like $11.50 on it for now, and they'll need more stuff later. So, the project might get me like $20. It's so exciting, total. But I'm just happy that me putting myself out there is working a little bit at least. Yeah, I need to get in there and audition for some stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been really depressed lately, so that's been straining my creativity for recording videos, finally doing a stream like this, doing auditions, just being productive in general for both my creative stuff and my normal stuff, just day-to-day things. So thankfully I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier today, and I actually am feeling well enough to do this. So hopefully I can keep that streak up, because just feeling physically unable to actually do anything is horrible, and I hate it, and I know most people who feel that way also hate it. So usually I can like sleep some of it off, but it's always a 50-50 chance, because sleeping either makes it worse, the same, or better. So it just depends. This is looking, hold on. This is looking pretty good so far. I don't know where the other one that I made went. I used, I believe, I used a variant changing color like this one, except it was a lot, it wasn't as neon. And then I used a variation of different like rainbow colored pony beads. You can't really tell with this. It kind of just looks like a pearlescent. These are actually silver, and they look a lot better in person than they do here, because my camera is not great. But I'll definitely be putting pictures of this when I finish it completely up on like Instagram and stuff, which will do it justice. I think I will probably keep going until the 2-hour mark on my end, which wouldn't be the 2-hour mark on the stream because it dropped a couple times. But when it gets to the 2-hour mark on my end, I think I will call it, which isn't for another like 25 minutes. hopefully I can get a lot done in that 25 minutes. Because if I don't, I'll probably just do the rest off camera. Or I'll pick it up the next time I want to stream crafting. We'll keep going for a while. I'm hoping I have enough beads. I thought I would. But I'm looking a little sparse. So I'm really hoping I have enough to finish this bag. Because I got these beads at the Dollar Tree initially. Make that noisy noise. Initially, and well, the last couple times, I have not seen them. Still there, still lurking. Thank you, so Overseer. I shall continue to ramble like a crazy woman. Hopefully I can get it fixed so that the chat comes up on the screen in the bar. Otherwise I'll just switch to one where the chat bar isn't there. Because I know some people like to watch the chat in the video, especially if it's like a VOD, but then some people don't. So if I can't really get it to work, then I just won't, but I'll change it up. So I got this cute little overlay off of Etsy when it was on sale, and I fell in love with it. The only way to ramble. Exactly. I'm only 2 steps into a 20-step plan of becoming the rambling cat lady. I have a cat, and I just started to ramble, and now it just takes time and the accumulation of more cats. And I will say I'm actually feeling motivated, so probably after this stream, I will try and, after I've talked my ear off for 2 hours, talk into a microphone for more time. Maybe work on some Let's Plays or something. I don't know. I'm just in a creative mood, and I want to keep the flow going. Hopefully I'll still be in that mood 20 minutes from now. But if not, you know what? That's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I managed to talk to in between 2 and 3 people for 2 hours, which, with my introvertedness and ability to talk in conversations, it's actually really good for me. I am just glad that Isaiah, my boss, and the overseer, my sister's sometimes boss, followed me, which is very, very sweet of you. Because I definitely know crafting streams are not everybody's thing, and even just having me on in the background is very, very sweet. I like crafting streams depending on who's doing it, but mainly because it reminds me of the one time that I was in a knitting group, and it was at my third cousin's, which is my grandmother's cousin, her Baptist church, because they had a group there, and unfortunately I didn't go that many times, mainly because I actually was busy on those days. Shocker. But the times I did go, I mean, they mainly just talked about who had passed away, who was sick, and then just some juicy gossip. And I didn't really have much to say since there was a bit of an age barrier, and I wasn't a member of that church, so I didn't know a lot of people they were talking about. But I did quite enjoy, like, listening to all of their stories. It was fun. So I love it when especially older crafters either do YouTube or do streams like this of their crafting, and they tell stories and things like that, because it reminds me of that. And I don't know, I just think it's fun. Because the fact that a lot of people think streaming is a young man's game, in a way, is silly, because through this, anybody can share their hobbies or interests, as long as you follow the rules. Even though some ladies skirt those rules quite a bit, I have heard on the Twitch. And I don't plan on doing that, because that's how you piss off VTubers, by doing that kind of stuff in their tag. That's the extent of it that I know of. And considering that there are specific sites, like, if you want to do streams like that, you can go to Fansly or the OF, but that's neither here nor there. Well, thank you to whoever joined us. We have 4 people to dish with. So if you got any questions or want to tell a story, feel free to hit up the chat. So I always like talking to new people, or people I already know. Oh, hi, Maine. How's the nails? They're actually doing pretty good. Considering the pressure I'm putting on them right now, and I've only been wearing them for a few hours, they're doing fairly well. I haven't managed to make them come off yet, and I am putting them through quite a bit of stress. But how are you, my dude? How did the D&D prep go, and the editing and stuff? Go. Well, don't loaf around here. Go do what you need to do. Because I messaged you, like, what, a few hours ago about this? You still haven't done it? Go do your work, sir. Oh, forgot to yarn over. See, look what you made me do. I forgot to yarn, almost forgot to yarn over. I'm so upset. But thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I'm gonna have to redo this part. I did it too tight. It's not wanting to do anything productive. How to support my friend, that comes first. Aw, thank you. Hopefully we can play something sometime soon. Yes, you have a good night too, and definitely let me know bleh, how the game goes. Sorry, my stuff keeps getting almost out of frame. This is forcing me to actually have good posture by keeping everything right here. As close as, well, as much as I can keep it right here. And my body is not used to having good posture. So I might get a trainer or something to help me with that, because I've been meaning to get better posture. Because I slump a lot, and that's probably contributing to my back and shoulder pain. Which is not fun in the slightest, and no, it went away. I think one of the things of getting that back in order is strengthening that up. And half the time it's from anxiety and stress, which is stupid. But I've always been a very anxious person. And just so that my stuff wouldn't be upside down, it actually looks like I'm going from left to right on the screen, but I'm actually going right to left in my vision, which is kind of trippy looking at the screen while I'm working, because I'm like, it just doesn't look right. But that's just because I had to flip my webcam around so that you didn't see me doing everything upside down, but it just looks so weird in my vision. But if I have to do it this way for it to look okay, I have to do it this way. I don't mind it. It's only people who actually do know a lot about crafting would know that it's a bit weird. Another sippy sip. Yeah, we chain 2 and start on the next row. I miss so much. Where did you go? That's okay. But I'm in the last about probably sipping sip. I'm probably in the last about 10 minutes ish, a little less than 10 minutes of the stream. So if anybody, I don't know if anybody is like familiar with any crochet stuff or terms that's watching. But if you're not, let me know and I can say what I'm doing. Thankfully, I'm pretty much just repeating the same stuff over and over again for the most part. And you were on a call with Mom. Ah, that's so much fun. Our mom is actually really, really cool. She actually went today to a tattoo convention, which I was going to go with her, but I decided not to because I need to watch my money spending. And I know if I went, I would spend money that I should not be spending and get all the tattoos. So I got hit by the tattoo bug. I got one in late 2020 and then I just couldn't stop. I think I have 2, 3, 4. I have 7 so far. They're all on my legs because I'm trying to save my arms for sleeve pieces. I'm thinking with my right arm, I'm probably gonna go with a Monster High sleeve because I'm a Monster High fanatic. I have been since the doll lines came out way back when. Oh my god, almost 10 years ago. And I might save my other arm for D&D sleeve, just because I have a lot of very fond memories with a bunch of different characters and things like that I might just add on to over the years. But I'm not sure. I know I definitely want to get a Ben 10 tattoo from an artist that's in the Hendersonville, Goodlettsville area in Tennessee. She's been around for a while. I think she just rebranded her name about a year ago, but she's really, really good and does a lot of like cartoon-esque style stuff as well as more like, I think she does neo-traditional as well. But I really want to see if I can get her to do a Ben 10 tattoo for me. I really want to do one that has my favorite alien, gray matter, in kind of like a biomechanical type thing. But cartoon-esque, so it's not like realistic biomechanical, it's cartoony biomechanical. If that makes any sense. It's just something I've been wanting since I started getting tattoos, and I've been saving room for. So if I manage to get on her books and get that done when I have the money, I will it'll probably just be a thing. And I'm not really making sense anymore, so you can tell that I'm starting to run out of things to say. I do like this, like, electric green. It just, hold on, it looks yellow on the camera, but it's vibrant, like, neon green. No. Yeah. I apologize, my camera does not make these colors look pretty. So I will definitely need to be taking pictures later. It could also be the fault of my mat, but I really like this play mat. My sister got it for me. It's super cute. And it's bigger than the other one that I have. So, because the other one I got at Bell County Comic Con in 2021. And is very much like a waifu. I don't know who the character was or if it was just someone, just an OG thing that someone got the rights for to put on a mouse pad. But I got that, I loved it, and then my sister got me this. So that one has been retired or repurposed to our now solely recording computer, which is a really old computer that could not run half the shit that I have. That's actually in a closet off to the side. Come on, that way. There we go. Just in the same room as this, it's just in a closet. This used to actually be a bedroom, but we use it for an office. No, I don't need you right now. But yeah, it's the mouse pad for that over there. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to move until I can get an XLR microphone. I'm just gonna have to be moving my Blue Yeti, which I'm using right now, back and forth from there. But I do plan on tricking that room out with some dope noise-canceling foam. And I kind of stole, a saddle seat chair from my uncle because it was gonna end up in a storage unit. But I'm like, you know what, I'm taking this out of here before it gets to the storage unit. And I brought it over here, and it actually, the seat for it was from a genuine Harley Davidson motorcycle. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be comfortable as hell, and it's going to help my posture. Which I talked about a little bit earlier, how bad it was. So hopefully that'll help me out. Plus, the closet actually has like a built-in shelf to it, which is a bit tall, which, since I'm short, if I'm standing up while I'm recording and sitting in that chair when I'm recording, it's the perfect height. But yeah, hopefully with that, I need to save a little money, and I'll get a microphone for there, so I don't have to worry about switching it back and forth. And I can hopefully kick my butt in gear to audition for more stuff. And hopefully see if I can find someone to help me do a demo, because I don't have enough credits at the moment to make a demo just by handing someone some stuff. Or stuff that I'm, like, proud of. So I'd probably want to find someone that would actually, like, help me script write for it, direct me, because I know there are a few people that do demo creations that provide those services as well. So I need to just scour voice acting Twitter and find those who do it. But I'm actually about to start a new row, which would actually be the, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. I'm about to start the last row of beads, but I'm at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for everybody who stayed with me and the off and on stream shenanigans of my internet not wanting to connect properly. I do apologize for the 5th person that came in just a few minutes ago. You're just catching me at the end. But, just thank you all for watching, and I liked this. I think hopefully I can do more of these. But, have a safe night, adventurers. Good night.